And to all you New York mothers, hold up, let me turn this tractor off so y'all can hear me. To all you New York motherfuckers, y'all gotta take what y'all voted in. Y'all are not welcome in the South. We don't want y'all. Y'all remember y'all said we was country. Y'all, we was slow. Stay y'all asses up there. We don't need y'all down here. Y'all take what y'all got going on in New York and leave it up there. The Georgia border is closed. Florida closed. South Carolina closed. Alabama closed. Mississippi is closed. Stay y'all ass up there. If by perchance y'all do make it down here, don't come down here with that egotistical shit. Don't come down here with that, hey, yo, son, that don't work down here. That do not work down here. We like to fight. We like our gun laws. We strong as hell. Y'all ain't wrestling no goats. Y'all ain't wrestling no cows. Y'all ain't riding horses. Y'all ain't driving tractors. So I know y'all ain't got what it take to whoop our ass down here in the country. So don't come down here with that ayo son. Leave that shit up there if you just so happen to make it down here. And another thing, the South, we the home of the YNs, the rednecks and the real Mexicans. Yes, it's a difference. Y'all ain't got the real Mexicans. We do. We got the Mexicans that's 4'5", 135 pounds, and tote 3 refrigerators on the back of their back. They got 3 refrigerators on their bike. We gonna band together. Y'all might think we don't like each other in the South, but I promise we a whole lot closer than y'all lives in the North. We are gonna whoop y'all ass together. You gonna see YNs, rednecks with Confederate flags, and 3-foot tall Mexicans whooping your A-son. So I'm telling you, this a warning. Stay up there. We don't play that in the country. We do not play that down here. Leave that A-son up there.
What's good, brothers? Governor Jay back, presenting facts over fiction to give you the knowledge that you've been missing. Welcome to the channel. Put your emotions to the side and make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Now, brothers, I definitely had to do a reaction to this video because about 2 months ago, I made a live stream about this issue of the Southern Black Americans, right? That kind of got like an issue with Northern Black Americans. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should go back to that live stream, check out what I was talking about. At the time, I had an issue with a brother down there in Jacksonville, Florida, who, had a nice interview set up for, everything was going good. And then toward the end, he kind of came with the whole gatekeeping, lying about certain issues, I guess in my profile or whatever, and decided that I wasn't qualified or whatever the situation is, which is all cat. You know what I'm saying? All cat. But gotta talk about it because now we got one of these Southern, country brothers or whatever that's on here talking about New Yorkers. And here's the thing about it, especially them dudes down there in Georgia, they always gonna frame it like it's the New Yorkers, but low key, even if you're not from New York, but you from up north and you ain't got like a Southern accent, they don't like you neither. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Philly. I had issues all down there in Georgia, Carolinas, Florida with them country dudes, you know what I'm saying? And they don't care that I'm not from New York. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you get to talking, then they mention New York, but I'm not from New York, so why you got issue with me, bro? You know what I'm saying? Here's the funny thing about this brother, right? Toward the end of the video, he says something about, he says, and this is what was cringy to me and made me want to make this video. He says, down here in the South, we got the real Mexicans. He said something about the real Mexicans and like something about the white folks. I don't know if it's the real white folks. I forget what he said, something about the white folks. Then he says something along the lines of, they'll all unify. He talking about the Black American Southerners, right? They'll unify with the Mexicans and the white folks against the Northern Black folks. Am I tripping? Or is that kind of like what he was alluding to there toward the end? Like, we got the real Mexicans, we got different white folks, and we'll vote trying to something he said. I'm like, yeah, that's why I was like, you know what? I got to make this video because clearly there's an issue here. There's an issue here. And I understand why some of them may be upset that certain people from up north, particularly New York, are moving down there. I get it, man. I get it because they go down there with all that New York money or whatever, and this how it's always been, right? You know what I'm saying? They spending big money. They go down there and then they vote certain kind of ways. Now down there in the South, they cool with conservatism and Republicans and all that. They cool with that, but people that come out of New York that's running from all this inflation, that's running from these high prices, running from these Democrat-run cities and states, they go down there and then they keep voting Democrat. You know what I mean? And then the politics shift. You know what I'm saying? Prices start going up. Certain people get priced out. Gentrification starts happening. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that we still all Black American. We supposed to have each other back. There should never be a time where you're going to have some people from such and such region of the country going to say, we're going to team up with Latinos and white folks against the Black Americans from some other region of the country. Like, what? Where they do that at? So homeboys are clowns as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? But here's the thing, and I want a lot of the up north brothers to take heed, especially if you ain't really traveled like that, you ain't really been down in the South like that. Understand, when you get down there, they don't like you. All right, now, I'll put it like this. A lot of the women do like us. Right? A lot of them Southern women, they do be liking us. That's another issue that them country dudes be having an issue with. They don't like that they women be liking us because we got a different kind of swagger. We move different. You know what I'm saying? We talk different. You know what I mean? Everything we do is different from what they used to. So they like that. And of course, the brothers, they got a problem with that. So even though homeboy speaking to New Yorkers in this video, I felt the need to respond to it because as a Philadelphian, a Philly boy, I done experienced this down south as well. Like I said in my live stream a few months ago, shout out to Texas. I do know that there are people in Texas that feel just like this guy, but you rarely see them come out making this type of content, right? And in my experiences down there, I didn't get a bunch of hatred and animosity from them brothers down there for being from Philly. Yeah, there were some, but it wasn't like how I felt in Georgia or Florida or any of them Carolinas, man. Like that southeast side, like, I don't know what y'all niggas' problem is, man. We all the same, especially when you talk about from New York, we going from Georgia up to New York and anything in between there. Man, we all basically family. My family come from down there. My family comes from the Carolinas and Georgia, right? You know what I mean? And Virginia and all that. So why would the people down there got an issue with my people? We all the same folks. You know what I mean? This is what them FBA dudes ain't talking about, man. This is what them FBA brothers ain't talking about. And the one dude, Black Alpha, funny, man, because I know he be monitoring my stuff because it's like I don't really tune into him as much as I used to. But even when I do happen to tune into him, he's always mentioning something about some kind of content I made recently. You know what I'm saying? So I know he's tuning in. And it was one live stream he had after I made my live stream about the North and South beef or whatever. He gonna talk about, well, that's why we don't do the whole North and South beef. That's why we don't talk about that over here because we all on code or something he said along them lines. I was like, oh, okay. So he monitoring my page, you know what I mean? Because I guess at one point he wants to get on a live stream and say, oh, family, we be monitoring this guy for a long time, and we found out he's no, I ain't no tether, bro. I ain't no tether. So you keep trying, keep waiting. It's not going to happen. So, you know what I mean? All I'm saying is this is a real issue that we got to talk about if we actually want to unify on a national level. Brothers, this is really for the brothers. Like, even though the women got their own beef between a country woman and a city woman that moved down there, they got their own beef. But, when it come to us, like, when it come to the brothers, we got to put that shit to, we got to put that shit to the side, man. Chill with all that emotional, that feminist talk that these dudes be doing, man, where they get all emotional and they want to talk about how, oh, well, we got the real Mexicans. You over here on your knees for Mexicans, bro. This is what I'm talking about with these country dudes. They don't understand that the Mexicans don't F with you. You know what I'm saying? Don't F with you, bro. They just outnumbered right now. You know what I mean? They're outnumbered by y'all right now. So they act like they cordial and friendly and humble and all that. They're not, bro. They don't like y'all. You talk about you gonna team up with them and the white dudes against the New Yorkers. Like, what? What sense does that make? And don't let me hear none of you New Yorkers talk about, well, we gonna team up with the Dominicans and nah, nigga. First off, they ain't even gonna talk like that, especially if we talk about Black American New Yorkers, not these tethers. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, these dudes don't be talking about tethers when they come on here. You never hear them talk about all these Caribbeans from up north or these Jamaicans, these such and such. No, they just talk about New Yorkers, and they really be talking about the Black American New Yorkers, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what they be talking about. If you don't know by now, we in the era of delineation, and you're not going to specify that you're talking about tethers or Caribbeans or Africans from somewhere else, then, you know what I mean, you got to be talking about Black Americans. You got to be. And I don't want to hear no type of justification for this type of rhetoric that this guy's talking. We got to put our differences aside. Yeah, we not all going to think alike. No, we're not a monolith. But we got to live by a certain kind of code. And pardon me, I'm a little under the weather right now, but we got to live by a certain kind of code, which I'm developing right now. Like, I got a lot of ideas. I just need to put them on paper and come up with a nice live stream, nice outline, and really start talking about some of the ideas I got for us as Black men, where we can unify, right, with the goal of producing a new Black community, all right, that's led by us. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and all kind of women. It don't got to be Black American women. Like, to be honest, I'm for, hey, explore your options, brothers. Travel, do whatever you got to do, move around, get educated, learn different languages, all that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when you do start your family or whatever, you lead your family. You lead the family, okay? This is what we got to start talking about. We got to start coming up with ideas and putting all these different beefs and stuff like that to the side, man. Because this is corny, man. I seen this video like yesterday, then it came across again. I said, you know what? I might as well talk about it since he's talking spicy on here about what they gonna do in the South and people from up north ain't strong and we don't wrestle hogs and all this weird stuff he talking like. Like, what is he talking about, bro? Then he's acting like they all doing that everybody's wrestling hogs in the South. That's not what's going on, man. He look like one of them Atlanta dudes. Like, what's hogs they wrestling in Atlanta, man? Come on, man. I ain't about to start dissing or nothing, man, but don't they got a lot of fruity stuff going on down there, ain't it? From what I've seen, a whole lot of fruity stuff going on. So I'm not trying to hear about what you're doing on the farm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hear that. Y'all doing a lot of weirdo stuff down there in the South, man. And shout out to the brothers in the South that's solid. You know what I'm saying? That ain't with this bull. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all. You got to check your brothers, man. But, yeah, man, I just wanted to get on there and speak on this real quick, man, because, like, this is the type of stuff I be talking about, man, where certain people, certain influencers don't want to speak on it and pretend that it doesn't exist and act like we just so perfect and so on cool with each other. And it's like, come on, and then you get a guy on here talking like this, get thousands and thousands of comments, go super duper viral because it's a legit issue. This is a legit issue amongst Black American community. ADOS, FBA, Freedmen, Solon, whatever you want to call it, man. This is what's going on out here, and this is what a lot of these influencers refuse to discuss. All right, and this is why I had to fall back from a lot of that, all that pro-Black stuff, man, because it always devolves back into simping and some type of feminism, and then solutions don't get discussed no more. You know what I mean? Conversations get sidetracked and derailed for like some type of gender topic or some dumb stuff like that, right? So, listen, man, I'm gonna jump off here a little early, man. If you like what you're hearing, subscribe to the channel, share this content. Make sure you hit that like button. You'll leave a comment, man, if you have any experiences. If you from the north, share your experiences down south. If you from down south, you know what I'm saying, and you got an issue with up north brothers, like, you know what I mean? Speak your piece, man. You know what I'm saying? Speak your piece. And I don't want to hear about how it's just the New Yorkers, because even when you don't come across a New Yorker, somebody from up north, you just assume they from New York. They got issues with them type of brothers too. So I don't want to hear about how it's just New York when you damn near assume everybody that's not from the South is from New York all of a sudden. Like, it ain't just New York then. You really got issue with anybody who's not from the South. That's really your problem. And you need to be honest about that. So if you jump in the comments talking, keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to holler at y'all on the next one, man. Y'all take it easy. Peace. Have a safe holiday and whatnot.